Recognizes Judge Garcia.
Thank you, sir. And members of the committee, Mr. Chair, thank you for making time to be here with us and looking at this issue close hand. As county judge, I feel compelled to do my Chamber of Commerce thing. We're the 8th largest county in Texas. We're about 900,000 population. We've been described by Forbes magazine as one of the best areas in the country to do business. We have been experiencing tremendous growth due in large part to our geographical location. We're the entryway from Mexico, as you're now realizing, and all over the country. We are the closest entry point to the United States from Central American countries. That is one of the reasons we are currently experiencing this situation. I've been listening. I've got prepared comments, but I wanted to divert a little bit from it because I'm concerned that we may be confusing the issue. I know that Congressman Farenthold, in my mind, and at least wanted to dwell on it, but the issue, as I see it, is not that we're considering before this committee here today. Is not what to do with how do we stop the drugs from coming, how do we stop the human trafficking from coming. The issue I thought was very simple. What are we going to do to address this issue of the influx of undocumented illegal children that are coming to our country from Central America? And in my experience, in my mind, they do not create a public health crisis for our area. They do not, we're not dealing with drug dealers. We're not dealing with terrorists. I don't care how many more Border Patrolmen you get down here and put them up hand by hand covering the entire border. There's no need to. These people don't need to be followed and chased to be apprehended. They cross that river and they're out there looking for the Border Patrolmen to turn themselves in so that they can be documented. The issue here is one of policy, as I see it. And that policy is related to this, as has been very correctly stated by Governor Perry and many members of this committee, we are a nation of laws. And right now we have a law on the books that gives these individuals certain rights. And one of those rights is when they land in our country, when they cross that river and they're on U.S. soil, before they're deported back, they need to be provided with a hearing. And that hearing is taking 2 to 3 years. And as Congressman Salmon correctly pointed out, actions speak louder than words. They're saying, they're believing in their country that they can stay here. I mean, all you got to do is get there. They give you a piece of paper. They ask you questions, and you can go on about your business. Well, if you really want to stop the influx of illegal, undocumented children, you need to have quicker deportation hearings, detention hearings. You need to put some of those $2 billion towards hiring more judges, towards hiring more public defenders, towards those resources, towards addressing the issue where they can get in and get out. You send them back, and they'll start getting the message when the bus loads come back, when the train loads, if that's the procedure, or the plane load of children are coming back to their country. I just hope that we don't confuse the issue of how do we address the situation of drugs coming in or the situation of terrorists coming in. Now, I provided you with some photographs. One of them shows the map, how clearly it is to get direct line from Central America to Texas. And the others are some pictures of people coming to America, as Neil Diamond would say. And, none of those individuals, in my mind, or in anybody's mind that knows something, that understands the situation, believes that they're thinking, we're going to South Texas. They're saying we're going to South Texas, get that permiso, and then go on about and go to North Carolina and other parts of the country. And that's what's happening. If we really want to address this by talking about action speaking louder than words, you need to address that issue, getting them back as soon as possible so that that action would send a message throughout the countries that it's not going to happen. There's no free ride. You're not going to become a U.S. citizen by getting there. I also wanted to comment and publicly commend our local chief of the Border Patrol sector, Kevin Oakes for his policies and for his, specifically for the policy of being transparent, of immediately realizing, I think that's what's helped us in the way we have responded to this situation versus what's going on in California, is that he came forth and wanted to meet with the leadership of the county so that he could explain and give us accurate information about what's going on, information that we could then rely upon and feel safe and feel secure. These are kids. They're not drug dealers. They're not terrorists. And then they're being treated accordingly with the laws that are presently in place under our country, and which they have a right to due process or whatever term we want to use to describe it. And if we want to change the laws, that's another thing, but I understand the issue of comprehensive immigration reform and how difficult it may be between now and November. But we also want to thank our local Catholic charities and our county residents for stepping up to, we have expended approximately $60,000 in local resources. We don't know how much longer this is going to last. We would appreciate any portion of that that we can be reimbursed for. Thank you.